Evolution. Biological or organic evolution is the inherited change in the properties of groups of organisms over the course of generations. Here is a guide to evolution. It is kind of easy to misinterpret the previous clip showing human evolution. That is, often evolution is seen as something that is linearly progressive in nature, with organisms, example the primitive apes, just evolving into more complex humans. It is just that the human lineage had shared a recent common ancestor with the chimp lineage roughly about 6 to 7 million years ago, making the chimps and humans closely related. Don't worry, it is just that even scientists in the earlier days seemed to think of evolution as a ladder. As science and evolution as a field itself progressed, much light was shed on the factors that drive evolution, its branching nature, and the reason for such diversity. Let's get into learning about that using SocratiQ. For me, looking at the evolutionary tree, I was baffled to know that all of the cellular beings are just relatively related. Like most organisms do have the same 4 DNA bases that make up their genetic material. Still, being the only extant species of my genus, knowing that I do have close and distant cousins, did put me at ease. It was astonishing to know that all organisms could trace their ancestry back to a single last universal common ancestor, or the LUCA. This presumably simple self-regulating cell had persisted all the way, dividing, combining, specializing, and branching to produce all the diversity seen today. Fascination led to interest, and that's how this journey to understanding evolution began. An idea, an aha moment, is the one that usually nudges you to dig deeper into a subject, wanting to know what is actually there. This fascination can be due to the concept itself or simply wanting to know about the Jurassic period and ancient fossil DNA. Whatever this might be, SocratiQ is really good at coming up with inquiries that push you to think very much outside the box. Here, you will get to explore the history of evolutionary thought, the day-to-day evolution taking place, and even transitional fossils. While this can be exciting, it is equally easy to misinterpret a concept, and more often a deeper dive is necessary. I have added elaborate notes with references and resources so that when SocratiQ asks what and how a land-dwelling tetrapus could be, you get to come up with valid ideas. The free resources and simulation added are a plus, since you can look at them whenever needed, rather than go search separately for each one of them. Some of the concepts are illustrated so that you get to understand what it actually is. I hope you find them interesting. While the notes are to let you get in the right track, the resources included in the guide are standard references you, the learner, can look at when stuck or in doubt. Thus, an active learning is taking place, and the guide simply helps quicken the pace of learning by providing the resources to look into. So go explore it with an open mind. Who knows? The spark might even come from an integrative field. Thank you. Hope you find this guide helpful.